Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. I am very, very tired and I need to leave for work soon, but this morning I actually woke up a little bit before my alarm, just like randomly, and man, I am glad I did, because we have some very, very big news out of the League of Legends world to talk about regarding Doublelift and his potential future as a pro player, which is absolutely insane. But before we get into that, make sure you guys do check out the first link in the description below for my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. It's been a lot of fun. The streams have been going great, and we're definitely going to be streaming tonight because there's going to be a lot to talk about. So check it out. Maybe drop a follow, maybe a prime, maybe a sub. Yeah, that'd be awesome. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, obviously we know that there has been a lot of speculation and stuff in the air regarding Mr. Doublelift. I actually thought that this was interesting. I tweeted this out in the last month. I have posted 3 videos regarding Doublelift and his potential return to pro play. You know, I said Doublelift is coming back, sneaky and Doublelift info, where I talked about, like what's the likelihood of Doublelift coming back, what teams he would fit on, that kind of stuff. And then a week ago, I made this video called Doublelift Could Unretire. You know, he's been tweeting about wanting to come back and make everyone proud. He's been tweeting about he's going to grind. All this stuff. And also, there's been a lot of speculation in the air that, obviously, with Bjergsen coming back, that might make Doublelift be inspired, or it might, make Doublelift have the itch again, or it might make him want to come back, or realize that, hey, if Bjergsen's coming back, maybe I can do this thing too. Or also just this past season realize that maybe the LCS needs them, maybe they need the LCS. He's talked about on stream how solo queue just doesn't do it for him. After you've been a professional player, after you've won LCS titles in front of raging crowds, after you've gone to Worlds and played against the best players in the world, yada, 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 that, playing solo queue games all day, it just isn't necessarily it. Yeah, he makes a lot of money streaming. Yeah, he's going to be rich and everything, but he's already rich. He's going to make a lot of money no matter what. So we just get to this really, really weird spot where Doublelift doesn't know exactly what to do, because it's weird, when he's a pro player, he's talking about, he's lacking motivation, he can't find the motivation, spring split doesn't matter, he's taking games off, weeks off, splits off, very, very up and down. It seems like he's not totally content or happy as a pro player. That's obviously why he's taken multiple breaks throughout his career. It's obviously why he retired. But then when he's retired, when he's a streamer, he's not satisfied then either. Then he, his competitive itch isn't scratched. He needs to come back. He wants to come back. He'd love to play in a team, yada, yada, yada. So we're just in this really, really weird spot where Doublelift keeps going back and forth. He even, in the offseason, posted like a 18, 20-minute video. I don't know. I remember reacting to it. I posted a video about that where he talks about how he's never coming back to pro play. He's saying he's happy, he's content, life is good, I don't want to go back to pro play. That period of my life is behind me. I'm just focused on, my future, my career, and taking the next steps, and my life after being a pro, blah, blah, blah. And that was like 2-3 months ago. And it's just so weird because we know last offseason he talked about how, I'm not retiring. I'm not going to end my career going 0-6 at Worlds. I'm definitely coming back. I'm going to, prove everyone wrong. I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to, come back after that embarrassing performance, blah, 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 blah. And then he ends up retiring. And then this offseason he's telling us he's never coming back. He's happy. And, today we get the news from Travis Gafford, obviously, this tweet saying, Doublelift is considering a return to pro play. The former LCS superstar is said to be interested in playing in 2022 if he can find a lineup he believes to be competitive. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean he's officially coming back or anything like that. He's going to have to find the right team. He's going to have to find the right roster. And the right team and roster is going to have to want him. And it's going to have to be for the right price. But, man, this is very, very interesting. Obviously, a very, very big story. And if there's anyone to trust about Doublelift news, it's obviously Travis Gafford. Maybe some teams, some players, whatever, he doesn't know as much about. Maybe he doesn't have the greatest sources for all situations. But I would definitely trust his sources for Doublelift info. But let's see what Travis has to say. He did tweet out this little 30-second clip.
So sources are telling me that Doublelift is said to be exploring options for a possible return in 2022. The return would be contingent upon finding the right roster and probably the right support. So there you have it. There's a very decent chance, I don't know if it'll happen, again, it sounds like the stars have to align, that both Doublelift and Bjergsen will return after retiring last year and taking a year. So sources are telling.
So this is very, very crazy. Obviously, it's good and bad. I mean, it's exciting, at a time where the LCS was down last year, viewership was down. People were saying it's not as exciting, not as interesting without Bjergsen and Doublelift. It's very, very cool that we could potentially have both these guys back. I think it could be a big kind of renaissance for the LCS. It could be a big, comeback party. It could help out in a ton of ways. But also at the same time, where is Doublelift going to go? Where is he going to end up? How good is he going to be? How motivated is he going to be? Is he just going to play for one more year and suck? Is he going to come back and be great and have a couple more years? Obviously he hasn't gotten any younger. I think a lot of people were critical of his play in 2020, both on Team Liquid and on TSM. And when you look around at the rosters right now, it's like, EG, probably not going from Danny to Doublelift, I just, that would really, really shock me. I don't really think that's very possible. TSM, seems like maybe a likely option. They don't have an AD carry right now, but I do believe that Lena is on her way out of the TSM organization. That's one of the big rumors going around. And also Doublelift recently said on stream, he has that clip where he's like, yeah, TSM is trolling. I don't know what they're doing this offseason, whatever. So it seems like TSM's out of the picture. 100 Thieves is reportedly going to get, or not reportedly, 100 Thieves has FBI, who I think is the best AD carry in North America. Doesn't seem like an option. TL is reportedly getting Hans Sama. Again, we don't know if that's 100% done yet. We don't know if that's absolutely going to happen, but that seems most likely, and you're not, going for Doublelift over Hans Sama. And that really leaves, in my mind, the one team that's possible is Cloud9. And is Cloud9 going to happen? I don't know. I have heard, somebody told me that Doublelift has been duoing with Vulcan maybe the last couple of days. So maybe that's possible. Would Cloud9 want to go with Fudge, Blabber, Import Mid, maybe, Chovy, Humanoid, whatever crazy name you want to say in the mid lane for Cloud9? Doublelift Vulcan, is that a good team? Is that something they'd want to do? How much money is Doublelift going to demand? I think DL Vulcan would be pretty cool to watch, but again, there's just so many questions of, is Doublelift going to come back motivated, hungry? And even if he does, how good is he going to be? But yeah, in a lot of ways, I think it's great for the LCS. Obviously, Doublelift has a massive fan base. He's fun to watch. So people love him. People hate him. He's fun to watch do good. He's fun to watch do bad. He's going to trash talk. He's going to be, fun, entertaining, exciting. But yeah, we just get left in this really, really weird spot where he's going to want to come back and play on a good team. He's too competitive to not want that. But he's at a point in his career where is a competitive team necessarily going to want him? You also have the options, obviously, of him being a resident that allows your team to import at potentially other positions. I don't necessarily think that Cloud9 would be doing that. But yeah, just all kinds of twists and turns, all kinds of back and forth. This is, without a doubt, maybe this offseason doesn't have the absolutely massive, massive stories that some of the other offseasons have had. I'm thinking about like Caps going to G2 the first time or stuff like that. We don't necessarily have anything that crazy. But man, this is probably the weirdest or like wildest offseason ever with stories just coming out of nowhere left and right. So, I'm very, very tired right now. I woke up early for some reason. I woke up, I had 25 Twitter notifications. I was like, I guess I better check that. There's a ton of people tweeting this at me and stuff. And I'm glad I did because I'm glad I get to talk about this. But man, this is going to be an interesting story to follow. It's been a story I've been following for a couple of weeks now. But yeah, Doublelift's potential return to pro play, pretty crazy. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Doublelift will be back in 2022? If so, what team? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save today, and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then.